It would be there is going to be more candy at this birthday party, more sugar at this birthday party than we collectively eat in a year. Which probably isn't a lot to begin with, but damn, there's a lot of sugar. I mean, between the frosting and the cake that I'm gonna make, the day before the party, day before his birthday, and all that. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I don't know when you're supposed to do the piñata. So I put candy in the piñata, but we've got like a bunch of leftover candy, and I'm like, what do I do with this? Put it in little baggies and send it home with people. Just like, take the candy, take it. We don't want it. Like, because Chris is not allowed to have a lot of candy. Like a piece every once in a while, but he's not allowed to have a lot. Mostly because this kid on sugar, yeah, no. We got, little packages of 12. Got 3 of them, so we have 36 ice cream cup things, because it just seemed easier than loading up a scoop on everybody's plates. Yeah. I'm making the bread for the subs. We got the lunch meat already. It's not too soon to get the lunch meat, so we got the lunch meat for that. I mean, his birthday's on Tuesday. So, Jean is going to pick up the pickles, because I forgot to get pickles, and I also didn't get a cucumber. So I'm gonna have to ask him to get that too. Because we have somebody that likes cucumbers on their subs. There's too much candy in this house right now. Way too much candy. I mean, at least the ring pops are more reasonable. It's more, there's only like 20 of these in a bag. I fit a few of them in the piñata, handed a few of them over to Jen. Now they've got a candy bowl in their room. That's gonna be great for all of us. Well, actually it's for them, but you know what I mean. All this candy. I mean, come on. The ring pops won't be too much, because, the bag is big, but then ring pops have, a big piece of... There's only 20 of them that come in a bag. So, but then, this one was a little more reasonable, the 120 pieces party bag. It had a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of, sour, bright crawlers, minis, some nerds, some Butterfingers, some sweet tarts, some Laffy Taffy. You know what this had? I mean, I like the buildable candy that came in it, but it's mostly lollipops. Mostly lollipops and this Mexican thing that's kind of something between a Laffy Taffy and a lollipop. I had enough of them growing up. Well, sort of. At school, maybe. And before my mom died. At birthday parties. So something people really eat all the time. And then in here I'm like, I have no idea what these flavors are. Because despite the fact I picked a bag that had English writing on it, some of these are just like... I found one where I can find the flavor. This one's cherry. I'm surrounded by candy. Oh, and then I also got, because there didn't seem to be as much variety in the variety bags there should have been, I also picked up these. And these. And those were like $1 a piece as far as that went. And we spent like $30 on candy. Because this bag was like $20. I do not recommend it. It's mostly lollipops. And then this bag was $20, which I could decently. Like, if you want a decent, ratio as far as the variation of what you have, how much you have of what, I would recommend that. Because, they're not playing around. They actually have, a relatively equal amount of each thing. Whereas this is mostly lollipops. You have, like, a couple handfuls of something that's, like, Starburst in there. And, like, maybe, yeah. Maybe it's like five bags of this candy that you can build like Legos. I wish I could find that by itself. So, yeah. I mean, the ring pops weren't bad. They were like $10 for a bag of 20. You can usually get these by themselves for like they're like 50 cents to $1, so I mean, it's not a bad deal. We had money set aside for the candy because we knew. But like we were planning for like a bigger piñata or a different shapes, well, different amounts of candy. This one, is a rainbow. It's not circular, it's not the big happy face that we were expecting, or the star, or the sun, it's not even the cupcake that he was really uber fascinated with. It's a rainbow. Because he likes rainbows. I wish there was no culture war, because then I wouldn't feel that I need to say this in case somebody actually watches this. He just likes rainbows. It doesn't mean anything. He just likes rainbows. You can take that however you want. We don't care if he went the route where it would mean something, or not. It's a rainbow. It's multiple colors. It has green on it, which is his favorite color. He's a little kid. He's allowed to like rainbows. But there are people, as the kids get older and stuff, they're just like, rainbows. It's kind of like how gay went from meaning happy to meaning homosexual. And even then, it originally referred to guys, not girls. Now it means, it's kind of like a blanket term now. It's kind of like that. And I hate to see, like, something that exists in the world, actually be, like, shoehorned into meaning anything. Because it's kind of like saying you're not allowed to like cats, otherwise you're gay. That's what it felt like whenever I was growing, as a teenager with me, because I like rainbows. I don't like to wear rainbows, but I like rainbows. It's too much color for me to wear. I like color, but I like it on my paintings or other stuff. So yeah. There's a shit ton of candy here. Most of it's lollipops. Because this $10 bag of candy is like, yeah, so many pieces of candy. And it advertises that some of the candy, that they've got paint eat, stack eat, and build eat. But most of the candy that they're advertising there isn't in it. It's piñata surprise. Most of the candy that they advertise on here is not in it. The only one that is the build eat one. There's no stack eat, there's no paint eat. It's just, they only have the one in there. They don't have the activity candy stuff in here that they promise. It's not in here. I mean, I already searched in here. I can do it again, but it's not in here. And that was kind of disappointing. Because I was, that was the reason why we got it. If there was, like, candy that was also activities, that would be awesome. Nope. It wasn't in there. I mean, they've got stats on here for candy that isn't even in the bag. That was pretty damn disappointing. I mean, it's supposed to be in there. It's advertised on the front. It's on the back. There are nutrition facts for each kind of candy that's supposed to be in here. And it wasn't all in here. It's mostly lollipops, and it's just disappointing. Never mind their candy ever again. So next year, if we get roped into doing another piñata, we're not buying them. We're not buying that candy. We're just not doing it. It's just kind of shitty. See this? So much candy still in here. Lollipops. And those things that are like Laffy Taffy lollipops. These. And these. We got these. But we didn't get a crap ton of the other stuff that was supposed to be in there. We got a handful of the packages buildable stuff though, so I was like, okay, cool. Chris is gonna love this because he's a big fan of Legos. What kid isn't? But no, seriously, this kid can lose himself in Legos for hours and you won't hear from him. He loves Legos. Like, anytime somebody asks, what do you want us to get him for Christmas? What do you want us to get him for his birthday? Legos. He'll like anything that you get him, but Legos. He's still trying to get enough Legos to build a town. Kid has goals. Goals that involve Legos. Damn. He will love a candy that mimics Legos, but lets him build with it before he eats it, if he can, not eat it long enough. But I'm glad that we got other candy just for variety, because I hate to say this, but not everyone wants to sit there and eat a freaking lollipop. I was never that into lollipops. I mean, the small ones, yeah, but not the big ones. Whenever I was little, I didn't have the fucking patience for that shit. I know, this is amazing. I have patience now, but not for a lollipop. Give me a piece of chocolate any day. Okay, not any day, but... Okay, that wasn't a complete truth. There was this phase I went through where I liked ring pops. But then I could just stop eating it and leave it on my finger and kind of forget about it as long as I wasn't touching anything dirty. I could just draw or something. Kind of remember that it's there. Go back to drawing. It was convenient. I didn't have to keep it in my mouth until my tongue went numb and yeah. So, there was a different thing going on there. I also remember baby bottle pops. Do they still make those? Those were... Gosh, I wasn't allowed to have candy much growing up. I either got it at school or, as a prize for getting correct answers in class, or I didn't get candy. Now my stomach can't handle a lot of candy. I have eaten a single piece of candy, on an empty stomach, and I can already feel my stomach going grrr. Yesterday I had to be careful because I drank sweet tea at McDonald's, and I was like, oh, this isn't as sweet as McDonald's sweet tea usually is. I can actually drink this. And I'm thinking to myself, the calories, the calories, the calories. It was after the barbershop. It was a reward to Chris. We don't usually go to fast food places, so I'm like counting all of this stuff that we don't usually do. And it's mounting, and I'm like, no! Must go back to healthy. And then I'm looking at this birthday party next week going, that's... It's a birthday party. It's a kid's birthday party, so there's going to be a lot of sugar. A lot of the things that I normally don't do are going to be done at this. Yep. It's a birthday party. It's kind of like the one day of the year where I'm not gonna say one piece of candy. There's probably not going to be a nap. Or if there is, I'll probably say, does anyone want to lay down their kids for now? I think that would actually happen. Yeah. Just kind of, sort of, yeah. I don't know what to do. But, this one actually had, and it had chocolate in it too. That's why I got it, because I was like, I can't just straight up buy chocolate, because I can't just do that. That would be for the adults. I could just apparently Jen was watching, and they had like this YouTube thing. Somebody took a video of a birthday party, and they had a piñata for the adults. If I ever were to do that, and I probably wouldn't, because it's like, I don't know, a waste or something. I'd have to like know everybody well enough and know that they wanted to do that sort of thing. Like, it would have to be something that everyone would enjoy, or at least most would enjoy. And hell yeah, I'd do it. I just fill the adults with chocolate. There would just be chocolate everywhere. I wanted there to be a little bit of chocolate, because there's a little bit of novelty in that, having a chocolate in a piñata. Chocolate is universally loved. It is very rare that somebody does not like chocolate. That said, I feel like I'm going to be looking at party favors made out of lollipops. Because I need to get rid of these things.